Woo woo. Wait, alert the masses.
You got to let them know.
I'm convinced if I do it on my phone, it won't be as bad for my internet.
What? Do what on your phone?
Like tweeting everything out.
I think that would work. Just got to look into those internet issues.
I think I'm just like, it might just be my room. I'm not sure. I might be too far from the internet.
Could be the connection.
Yeah. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for joining us. If I'm really quiet, it's because I'm like really concentrating here. All right.
Did you see? Here's our post show. This is as far as we get. Did you see that Curious Cat went down like a couple days after we made the Curious Cat?
Like, I thought I acknowledged that. I thought about him. Like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Because we made a Curious Cat, got like 3 submissions, and then I like checked like a few days later, and it was just gone. And I was like, okay, there goes that idea.
That's like I cannot. I was like, that's a sign if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. We are gonna, let's see.
I think if I put Rumble Gang in my nickname, I will get
the Attack on Titan crowd.
Yeah. Who probably
has already watched the episode and is definitely free to join us.
Yeah.
Hey guys that are joining us, we are going to be talking about endings today. So with that in mind, we have both created playlists. I'm going to just dump them in the chat right now so you guys can check them out. Or, you know, because we're not going to be able to play the actual audio for the endings on stream. So in case you're not familiar with any of them. But they are not ranked, so you won't know the order. Okay, that just came out like a mess. Hopefully that works.
I don't even know.
Maybe I should do one at a time. Let me know if those links work. Actually, let me do one at a time. Whoops. If I do that, does that work? Okay. People are talking about the new AOT ending, saying it slaps. I did not even get to the end of the episode, so I haven't been able to hear it. But I did hear the opening, which was, I don't know, it didn't really.
Okay, so hopefully you join me. Hopefully you join me on my take that like the opening is like goodish, but the ending is actually really good. I think the ending's like really great.
Yeah, we'll find out. I like the ending of the first part, which unfortunately couldn't make it to this list because it was like 2021. By the way, we excluded 2021 stuff. So
we excluded 2021. If your favorite ending is from 2021, it won't make it.
Won't make it.
One of mine was, so it didn't make it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I went through the same thing. I narrowed something down all the way to top 20, and I was like debating where should this go, and then midway I'm like, wait, this is from 2021.
Are you allowed to say what it is?
I guess so. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think it was the ending from Dr. Stone.
Oh, I saw that
second season.
Yeah, I think I like that one.
That was pretty cool. You know, it was somewhere up there. I really liked it, but then I was like, oh, 2021, not even a debate anymore.
Not allowed. Yeah, I feel that. I have one. One of mine was the Beastars season 2 ending, of course.
Yeah, that one hurt me too. So if anything, we both took damage from that one. Oh, so let's see. Should we ask now or I guess after?
One sec. Excited to ruin your day with the awards and not pick your 2021 lovely then shot. So does that mean Beastars is not making it? That's what I'm getting. I can't take this again. Can't take it again. Cannot be snubbed.
Might get it.
Cannot be snubbed. But it's okay because what were you gonna announce? Because it.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask chat. So we're going to start and then we're going to kind of go through our EDs, sort of like our favorites, but we're not going to kind of say our order. We were thinking of doing it a little differently this time, and I'll explain it when we actually start the pod, but pretty much we were going to try to guess each other's rankings of the EDs. Or we could do it like we did it with our OPs, which was what are our own rankings of each other's EDs. But I just thought, let's do it a little differently. But let us know what you guys prefer before we actually start.
Yeah. My thing was going to transition to, I'm just poking fun. I won't be leaking. It's not looking good, though, based on those ominous comments. It's not looking good. But speaking of awards, there are a lot of awards going on that will be going on. But is it fair to announce that we will both be covering the Crunchyroll Awards and we will be covering our own awards?
Yes.
We will have our own awards, the Weebies.
Is that the official name? I still hadn't settled on a name, so
I wasn't sure what to think of. Do you guys jive with the Weebies? The Just Weebies award?
Is that too weeby? Should we not do it? Let us know.
See, anyone else, if they say Weeby, I don't think they've earned it.
True.
But we're the Weebies. And
the Weebies.
To clarify the spelling, it's Weebbys.
Why?
Like Emmys.
Yeah.
But Weebies.
Weebies.
So, yeah, look forward to that.
It's very similar because there's a Web Awards, which is is it the Webbies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're just
the Webbies, but the Weebies.
Weebies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing that award show. It might not be the very next stream. It might actually be right after the Crunchyroll announces their nominees, which I think is on the 18th. And it might be on a weeknight. We will see. We'll keep you posted.
Yes.
So, yeah. We're getting some positive reception to the Weebies, so.
The Weebies are sounding good. As a fellow Weeb star, thank you, Tom.
There we go. Hope you guys missed us. This is the first stream of the new year. And
yeah, welcome back.
I'm still trying to figure out this ranking for Shaw's EDs. I'm just going to give up, and I'm going to do it live, so.
I think we got to do it, yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready to start? Drum roll, please.
I actually did it. It doesn't sound good.
I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect. All right. We're ready to start. So, without further ado, thanks to Shaw's drum roll, I'm going to...
Whatever that was.
Yeah. Yeah. And welcome to the Just Weebs podcast, and we're back with our first stream of the new year. We're excited to be back, and we're excited for those of you that decided to join us live. This is going to be fun because we are starting our new year by ending it, because we're talking about our favorite top 20 endings of all time. This is kind of what we've been kind of working on as a pet project for the past week or so. Basically, I've never ranked endings as usual. I've never done these ranking things, and I've never done it specifically for ending sequences. This was incredibly difficult for me. So all of you guys that have done this and have been having your top 20s and kind of know it by heart and right off the bat, I commend you. You are awesome. I am not. This is tough. So glad I made it here. And so what we're gonna be doing is essentially, the way we're going to do this is we're going to rank each other's. So we're not going to reveal each other's order of our ending rankings, and we're going to try to predict what we ranked each other's. I'm saying that very confusingly. What we think each other ranked their endings. So
yes.
Was that clear or no? That was not
I think
clear.
so. If not, let us know and we'll try it again.
We'll
run it again.
We'll do it again. We'll run it again.
So
yeah.
So last time we made a ranking of our favorite endings, but instead of making our own list of what we prefer from each other's, we just tried to predict what their ranking was.
Yeah, because my thinking behind that, as I was telling Shaw, was like right before this was, because at the end of the day, no matter what you we rank each other's endings, it's still not gonna make it into your top 20. So what's the point?
Yeah.
It's like you like it, but it's still going to be less than your top 20. So you might as well try to predict where, kind of the other person's taste. So I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
So we've like assembled all the endings into a playlist, and for those of you in the chat, we have shared the links to the playlist in the chat. You can kind of check them out because we can't play the audio on the stream because we want to avoid copyright. But you can listen to them, and they're in no particular order. But those are all the endings. We can also relink those. Just let us know in chat if you didn't see it. And then we have also added a twist to make it a little more fun. We have added 3 EDs that aren't part of our top 20. And for our first assignment, we have to figure out which of those EDs do not belong. We gotta suss them out from each other's lists, and then we can go on to ranking like what we think they are. So, how do we want to pull these up? What do you think, Shaw? Should we
I don't know. How did you want to pull them up? I don't know.
share?
Do we want to pull up like do we do like one person's list entirely first and then go to the others and we just pull up their playlist?
I mean, I think we could do that. Let's see, because we want to first kind of go to. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go through the YouTube playlist. So maybe I'll try screen sharing that.
Okay.
Does that make
sense?
In
the meantime, I will discuss so hopefully you guys have seen our podcast on openings, and we had a lot of fun with that. But I think even though openings and endings are 2 sides of the same episode, there's still like kind of like a fundamental difference in how like to approach them. I mean, we've all seen an anime episode, hopefully. So like you gotta know like openings can either be like really hype or they set the tone for the episode. They put a lot of effort into like the visuals, the song. Like I think in general, you could just say they put a lot more eggs in the opening basket than they do for the endings. But that makes it kind of tough to find a really good ending because a lot of times they'll either just have like still or panning shots and like a goodish song, or like sometimes just a really like nondescript chill song. I think there's that kind of meme from the RDC world. They're like, or you've seen it in general, like just the meme of like the anime opening is like super duper intense, like everything happening, and then like the ending is like sad boy music with like crying and stuff. So
yeah, I'm actually really glad you brought that up because that was something I wanted to mention, but I kind of was like very focused on the playlist part. But that's like something I've watched EDs for a long time, or being honestly speaking, I've skipped EDs for a long time. There are a lot that I like, but I usually just really like the song, which I don't even hear from the anime. I just hear it afterward, and it's like, oh yeah, that sounds familiar, and then I really like the song. And then so now that I was actually paying attention to a lot of the sequences and trying to really kind of give a fair shot to all of them, I realized like not like the majority of them. Like you can't fault an ED for like having a lot of stills or like not having as much effort, because the majority of them since like the 90s or 80s are like that they're because it makes sense. You want to put all your effort in the opening song, and then in the ending song it's just kind of like the full credits, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, and I think it does make the endings where you can tell they put a lot of effort into it stand out more by comparison.
Exactly.
But this is my long way of like saying a lot of the rules we had for openings kind of just threw that out the window. Kind of was like, if an opening, I'm like, the visuals aren't all there, but I like the song, but I wanted to do both. Sometimes for that, like, I just kind of, I'm like, sometimes with an ending, if it just makes me keep wanting to watch an ending, then I'm going to keep it in. I'm just going to do it. No rules, all hypocrisy, all for endings. So
no, I think that's totally fair. That's really a good way of looking at it. Like my biggest thing, narrowing down criteria, because this was like new for me, was like the music has got to be good. I gotta want to listen to it all the way through. If not, if it doesn't catch me, then what's the point? So enough to make me want to watch the credits. So that was like a big deal for me. But I did also take a little bit of the opposite approach, and I did enforce some quality. So I was like, it needs to have some effort.
Yeah,
I want both. And honestly, it's really hard. I had to like really mine for like the treasures. There's only a select handful that stand out. So I did cut some slack if they still captured the essence of the show with little effort, and the song was good. So
and so I know like I asked for like recent anime. I was like, what are the best like opening and ending songs, videos, whatever, for 2021? And a lot of people, and reminder for everyone, we're not including 2021 openings or endings, specifically endings, because this is an ending episode. So like we're not doing that because we're gonna feature those in the awards. So 2021 not allowed. But
Yeah.
it reminds me because someone was like, Sunny Boy's ending, no visuals, but it's so good. And for me, if it has the black screen, it's out. That was an automatic disqualifier. No matter how much I like the song, if you got a black screen, it's got to go.
Yeah. There was quite a few of those that I was torn on, and I was just like, I gotta cut it. Sorry, because then it's like, But I do. Going back to what you said a little earlier, a lot of ending songs do have that in common, that they kind of are more pensive, more mellow type of songs. So a lot of them sort of fit that vibe. Some aren't, but the majority is because they want to kind of psychologically you're closing out the episode. So it's like sort of getting you calmer and kind of ready to just kind of end it, not end it all, but end the episode. So yeah. So without further ado, shall we get to your playlist?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So let's pull up Shaw's playlist. We got it on YouTube. Again, we can link that in the chat. Let us know.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong mode. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Okay. So here
this
we
is
got.
Sorted by views to mess it up. This is most popular. This is in no other order because I was trying to leave no breadcrumbs. So it's all by most popular.
Good job. That's a lot smarter than what I did.
I'm not sure what you did, but it was still, you had some unique picks. That'll be interesting.
I didn't have a method for scrambling though. It was all intuitive.
But then I missed one, so
Yeah, it's okay. So I'm going to read it out because we also have audio listeners that will be listening to this later, just so they know what it is that we're looking at for those of them that can't see the screen, obviously. First one on here is Jujutsu Kaisen ending. I think it's the first ending, right?
It is, and I have a
Lost in
Uniqlo
Paradise
shirt. I have Uniqlo shirt in the style of the ending. I never thought I would have a shirt that would represent our podcast topic this well, but here we go.
I mean, if you had kept that Yu Yu Hakusho ending, I am wearing a Uniqlo Yu Yu Hakusho shirt, so
no,
yeah, it's okay. That was my guess for your fake out. But
Thank you.
Next up, we've got the Kekai Sensen ending sequence. I think it only has one, right? Only one sequence, or the first season sequence.
First season, yeah.
What is it called?
Bittersweet Step to the Beat.
Okay, that.
Is that it? Tell me, did I get it?
I know it's a long
name
name
for half of this.
I know
shit.
it's a long name.
What is it? Kekai. Also for everyone watching, Sugar Song to Bitter Step. What the fuck did I just say? Damn.
I don't know, but it sounded believable. I believed it.
Bittersweet Step to the Beat. What the fuck is that? That's
if you hadn't corrected yourself, more innocent people in the chat would have just believed you.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. Also, if I look at my phone, guys, I'm trying to consolidate internet. I'm not trying to be a rude teenager. Yeah. So Kekai Sensen ED classic.
I do have to say though, when I did see this list, like Shaw's playlist for the first time, I just gotta say I was not surprised. I was just not surprised at all. I expected more than half of these, so it was great.
I'm very predictable.
And that's not saying anything bad. These are all like top picks, like crowd pleasers. I'm like, oh, these are great, but like I just, I saw it. Then we've got Hunter x Hunter ending 1, Just Awake. Then Durarara ending 1, Trust Me. Hunter x Hunter ending 5 from the Chimera Ant arc, Hiyori Itai.
Yeah.
Okay. JoJo Part 4 ending by Savage Garden. What's the name of the title? What is it again?
I Want You.
Yeah, I Want You. There you go. I was actually surprised that you didn't put Freaking You by ending 5.
Yeah, so close. Should have done it.
For the lulz. Next up, we've got a really solid pick, which is the Samurai Champloo ending, Shiki no Uta. Then Clanad, the Clanad ending, or Clanad.
Clanad, Dango ending.
Yeah. Then we've got the Food Wars ending, Spice. I also have this on my playlist, so solid.
We had a few crossovers that I was happy with.
Yeah, we got a few nice ones. I think like 5. I think we got 5.
I think we did have 5.
Unless
we had the same fake outs.
Then we've got the Gurren Lagann ending 3, Minna no Pisu. Awesome aesthetic.
Love it.
Speaking of aesthetic, K-On! ending 3. That's the one we share too.
Thank you, Russian subtitles for.
I actually could not fucking find it on YouTube, and I gave up. Went to your playlist. I'm like, I'm gonna take this Russian subtitle.
Thank you, Russia.
Thank you. We've got Gintama ending 17, Samurai Heart. Gintama ending 29, Hana Ichi Monme. I wasn't familiar with both of them before the stream, so I just kind of watched them. We got the Zarazama ending, Stand By Me, which also is on my list. That one's great. The Death Parade ending, I don't know what it's called.
Last Theater.
Last Theater. Okay. I still haven't watched Death Parade, so that's a sin in itself. Haikyuu ending 3, Climber. Kyokai no Kanata ending, which is Daisy. That one's also on my list. Really, really nice. The Bakemonogatari ending, it's by Supercell. It's called something. Something with a star.
Kimi no something. I genuinely, for the life of me, cannot remember that title, despite how much I love that ending. I genuinely have no idea.
You know what's funny? I actually was familiar with that ending song for years. And I never knew where it was from until I watched Bakemonogatari like 2 years back.
That's so nostalgic.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, now I can finally put visuals to the song.
Yeah. I'm surprised that one wasn't on your list.
I don't. Should we save it when we actually go to talk about it? Okay.
Yeah.
So Free what is this called? Future Fish, the free ending.
Future Fish.
The Eternal Summer ending. You know, I was surprised. I expected Splash Free from you.
Splash Free. I will get to that in a second.
Okay.
We will get to that, but
okay. So glad you included a Nana ending. So
had to do it.
Not surprised. I have reasons for why one was not on my list in case you questioned it. Cowboy Bebop ending. I was surprised when I didn't see this on your list at first.
Yeah,
I was like,
I messed up.
Fuck?
I messed up.
So the Real Folk Blues, total classic, and then the FLCL alternative ending and Atomiko Love Story. I think it's from the movie.
It's from the movie
ending, and they avoided black screen. Like no
black screen. It's like, and they do the like ending, and then they go to the credit scene. Like
exactly. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Your name. Christopher in the chat points out it's called Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari. Well,
I was going to call it like Kimi no Monogatari or something, so not too far off.
Yeah. All right. So should I try to guess your fake outs? Since we're on your list?
Guess which 3 you don't think are there.
All right. Chat, you can also take a shot at this. Guess which are the fake outs.
Yeah.
Put your hat in the ring. I'm gonna take a guess. I might be wrong. I might get owned with this, but I don't care. I'm gonna go with my heart here. Let's see. I think one of them that probably does not belong is Just Awake. Hunter x Hunter ending 1.
This is one of my like hot Hunter x Hunter takes. I love Just Awake the most out of all the Hunter x Hunter EDs. Wow. I'm like the one person I'm out there like Just Awake is great. Just Awake is it.
Listen, I like Just Awake too. But damn, I thought the psychology. No, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. But yeah, so that's my hot take. I love Just Awake. I feel like it's very nostalgic and really fitting for the Hunter exam. And the shot of them falling off the cliff, just like coolly, you know, like when they have the one Hunter exam thing where they have to get the eggs from that thing. That shot is just like my favorite. Like I love that. I vibe to the gif of them just falling forever. I'm like, these are the boys. That's it.
I mean, I could pull that up. We could pull that up later. Like the reason I didn't think it was it because I really like the song, but I never really paid attention to the visuals. So I took the time to watch it before this because it was one of my contenders. And I just thought the visuals weren't that impressive. It was mostly just kind of scrolling and looking through the characters, and I'm like, okay. And like I said, I was being serious with my criteria.
You're like, no, it's got to do it, and I'm like, but my boys.
That's true. All right. So I guess I get 2 more shots since I was going to give myself 3 guesses for all 3. And now I didn't get 1. So my other guess, and I'm going to regret this because I think it's wrong. But I'm sticking to my guns. I think it's Samurai Heart. Yeah. You're talking about Samurai Heart. Okay.
No. Right. So no, Samurai Heart is like one of the goats. It's just too good. There's a lot of this is when like hypocrisy sets in where you could be like, hey, there's not that many shots, it's just draining, and I'm like, but it's Spy Air and I love this.
See, I thought that, and that's what I didn't want to second guess myself too much, but I'm like, no, I think she still likes this because there's some meaning here that I'm not getting because I didn't watch Gintama.
Yeah.
But my thought here was she's putting other endings from her favorites to blend in to make it seem like they belong, but they don't.
That's what I guessed with yours. That's one of the criteria, the like types of fake outs, I guess, for yours.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're on the same page.
And then halfway through, I'm like, no, this is too surface level. Shaw's galaxy brain. She totally predicted I would think this, and now she circumvented this.
And I'm just like, Gintama go burr. Like,
Jesus Christ. All right. Last one.
Last one.
And this is really fucking tough because I don't know here. And I should probably be looking at the chat for hints. Chat is a lifeline. Okay, they're not helping.
Chat, help them out.
They don't know. They're confused. Let's see.
I feel like you know one that it isn't by default of me messing up. Like, you know, Bebop is in there because I missed it the first time around, and then I had to re-add it.
Yeah, but you took out one that I thought was your fake out, so let's see. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not even winning, so let's see. I think it's the no, it's not that one. I don't know anymore. All right, I'm just gonna say Tamako Love Story.
No, I love that one. I'm sorry.
I thought you did because it was either that or the JoJo Part 4 ending, but I think you like that one.
I love that one too.
I don't know. You win. I don't get you.
No. Okay. So I have 3. I think that's my dog. My dog is not happy with my picks.
That was a good one. Tom just said in the chat, I don't know if Shaw loves Samurai Champloo that much, but she does love Samurai Champloo, but that much.
So here it is. Here's my first. This is the biggest. This was mean. Okay, this was really mean on my part. I do love Samurai Champloo that much. I do love the ending, but this is finally my time to get this weight off my chest. I love like the first 30 seconds of the Samurai Champloo ending, but once she starts rapping, I don't vibe as much. And I know that's a sin. I have never said this out loud before, but that's enough for it to be like top 40 ED, but not top 20. So.
All right, guys, stream is canceled. That's the end of the stream. We're going to see you guys next week.
Ending it all.
That's fair. Actually, that's not what I expected you to say. So my other line of thinking, and it doesn't matter now because I lost, but in hindsight, my other thinking through this was, what if she added Shiki no Uta because someone in our tweets said, or in your tweet said, that better be on the stream. And then she was going to add it on.
Someone added one that said like, someone added a song like this one better be here, and I almost added it, but I didn't. So apologies to that person. But no, I love the ending. It's just the classic case of I don't love it enough to be top 20.
So here's my line of thinking. So that was actually one of my contenders as well, Shiki no Uta. But I kind of, because I was like labeling all of mine, and I put song only because I actually love the song.
Yeah.
I don't care that much about the visuals and how they did the ending sequences. And I got what they're going for. It's just I wasn't vibing with it. So
I vibe for like the first 10, 20 seconds, you know, where she's standing on the beach. But that's one of the things.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's the thing. There are a lot of songs and endings, openings where I'm like, okay, I really love this like segment of it. But if I don't love the whole thing, can I put it on this list? And my answer was no. Yeah.
But I actually do love the whole song. I just knocked it for the ending sequence, just not, you know.
Yeah. But so I love it, just not enough.
Damn. Okay. All right. Okay. So should I keep guessing or should you just reveal what your other fake
do two more guesses?
All right.
2 more.
Okay. This is wild. Because the ones I thought you liked, I'm pretty sure I was right about those, but I just kind of, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell what you don't like now.
It's tough.
I genuinely think you like the free one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love the free one. I love the free one.
Is it a fake out? Okay.
No, I love the free one.
No. I don't know. I think it meets your criteria of, you know, hot guys dancing around.
That's not that much of a criteria. That's in none of the other ones. Okay, I can explain the free one if we want to get to that one, but that one is like, you know how everyone talks about like which series have the best openings and endings? Free has the campiest endings that are absolutely hysterical. Like Splash Free, Future Fish, and the other one are like hilarious. Like I watch those and I laugh through the whole thing. And the reason I did Future Fish instead of Splash Free is because my love of Splash Free is half from all of the fan edits and like 50% off like abridged takes on it. So I'm like, do I even like Splash Free that much, or do I love like all the memes around it?
Yeah.
But Future Fish, I think, does a genuinely good job of showing like the coming of age, like what career path do we want move,
Yeah.
like the themes of that season in a really cute way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like, it wasn't just the hot guy thing. I think that was part of it though. I think it was that it's quirky, it's fun, and like you said, I think that's the better word. It's campy, because that's what they build. But it's so fun to laugh at, you know.
And it's done so well. Like Haru is a mermaid, and everyone else has real jobs. And then there's like a scene of like Nagi says like an astronaut crashing with aliens, and Rin is a policeman. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's just like so much in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm like, put my serious cap back on. I gotta think. I feel like this is like a Squid Game right now.
It's kind of a Squid Game. Right. If you think about it, we're all just living in Squid Game. Let me get my Christopher said best OP ED combination is Sangatsu Fight Me. I don't know. I feel like that's like definitely a good pick, but it's definitely not my pick. I have a lot of other combinations I like, but I do think the first opening and ending combo is perfect. I'll give you the 1 out of 4, but like they're all good.
Shaw, I don't know. I give up. You go. Tell me.
Okay, so here's the big fake out. This was really mean. Okay, Nana, Endless, Starless Night. It's got to go because I love the song, but I think the visuals are like really like standard. Like they are dead ass just panning up to and from the characters.
Okay. I was about to guess that next.
You got that.
But I'm like, what was tripping me up is how much you love Nana and specifically the Olivia songs as opposed to the other girl songs. And that's actually the reason why I didn't include one of the Nana endings, which my favorite is the one after this, which is ending 4, Kuroi Namida, or however you pronounce it. I didn't include that because it's literally just like a close up the whole time of like a guitar. Just in the middle. And I was like, okay, you guys kind of phone these in.
Yeah, you phoned it in. I like, I'll give it for the opening, but ending got to be a bit stricter. I do love Starless Night as a song, but I think there's actually, like, I think on the DVD, which I like, the DVD rip, it's like the first ending, they have like actual visuals for it with Starless Night, but it's such a like special version that I don't even know if I could find it on the internet. But either way, it's like a special version, like, if I could find that, that would probably make it, but like I can't find it. So Nana is it. And then the third one, the ultimate bamboozle, is Clannad Dongo Dongo, because I love it. I cannot listen to this song because it hurts my soul. I don't want to watch it because it hurts me.
Okay, because here's the thing. I couldn't rule that one out. And see, this is why I think you were like 5 chess moves ahead the whole time. Was because I was like, this is definitely Shawcore. She loves Clannad. It makes her feel something. I personally don't like it. I wouldn't listen to it, but I just thought.
I do love it. Like, peace and love. I love it. But at some point, I cannot endure that much heartbreak by listening to the ending over and over again. Therefore, I kicked it out. So people, I know the chat is rioting, but I need to preserve myself. You guys have to respect my self-preservation, that it hurts me too much. So you guys need to respect me. Just kidding. Wow. You guys have to respect that it's not there because I will die.
You got me good.
I'm sorry. Really it was mean. Mine were really mean.
I respect it. I didn't even have a chance.
No, you tried. You tried though. I think you almost had it, but I was mean.
No. I definitely thought. I don't know. It was tough. Like the ones. I thought it was Starless Night, but again, you've been like forgiving of a few. I guess that's where the hypocrisy seems. It comes in. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe she does like Starless Night, but okay.
So, but I think it goes without saying that all of these. Wait. So Claude said, "Dango Dango is integrated in anime more than most EDs." Yeah, I know. That's why it hurts. Anything you guys say in defense of Dango, I will agree and be like, I know it hurts.
Right.
So, but I forget what I was going to say. All of these endings would definitely probably make top 40 or top 50 at the very least.
That's good. I still haven't made a list that long yet. Was just
Yeah.
only focusing on 20, but you know, but all the rest of these are all good, and I predicted that you liked. You just hid these so well.
Y'all
All
thought that since I don't have Gurren Lagann as a top favorite that I didn't love that ending, but that
No,
one is
I
such
thought
a good
you.
ending.
I'm pretty sure you loved the aesthetic for that, so I didn't even question it. Yeah.
Chat doubted me.
No, like literally, you got all the crowd pleasers here. All right.
I don't know. You have some of the crowd pleasers.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
have.
no. I'm basic. All right. Let's go to mine.
Yes. Okay. So now that it's yours, here are the 3 categories of fake outs.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I identified the 3 categories of fake outs.
Oh wait, actually, before we get into it, I should probably go through the whole list for chat.
Yes. Getting ahead of myself.
No, it's all right. I'm excited too. First one I got here is the second ending for Attack on Titan Season 1, Great Escape. Second one I've got is the After the Rain ending by Aimer?
Emir?
It's
I don't know.
It's called Refrain. Then I've got the Madoka ending. I think it's the second ending called Magia.
Yeah.
Or Magia. Then I've got, similar to Shaw, the Daisy ending from Kyokai no Kanata or Beyond the Boundary. I've got the ending from Erased. It's a long title. I'm not going to pronounce it. Then the ReZero second season ending, Memento. I double checked. It's from 2020. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Mob Psycho Season 1, Ending 1, Refrain Boy.
So glad you have that.
Shinsekai Yori Ending 1, Wareta Ringo. The Sarazanmai Ending, Stand By Me, which is what Shaw has as well. Doro Ending 2, it's called Yamio by Eve. The Brotherhood Ending 1, Uso by Sid. K-On! Ending 3, No Thank You, similar to Shaw.
Russian subs.
Yeah, the Russian sub one.
Russian subs.
I got the Dragon Maid Season 1 ending, Ishukan Communication. The Shokugeki no Soma ending, Spice. Again, another, I think it's the last one I share in common with Shaw. And then the Nagi no Asukara ending 1, Aqua Terrarium. Bunny Girl Senpai ending 1, Fukashigi no Karte. And then this one was like a special ending that they only did once in one episode for Rent a Girlfriend. They just called the ending 2. It's called First Drop. It was just for one specific character's backstory. Then we got the Durara ending. Okay, this is the other one we share.
Yeah.
Trust Me, from Durara. We've got Wolf's Rain, Gravity. It's the only ending for... No, there's 2 endings for Wolf's Rain, I think. Okay. Then Owari no Seraph, Scapegoat, Fire Force, Veil, Nobunaga Concerto, Fuga Gyaku Replace. And then the last one I have on here is Mirror, which is ending 2 for Irregular at Magic High School.
So this is like a much more unique list. This is pretty cool though. Because there are a lot of picks that like I don't think many people would have.
I went really cutthroat.
So like I'm a bit of an anime watcher myself. Bit of a full-time anime watcher.
I tried to give a fair shot to a lot of things. And some even surprised me because there was a few endings on here that I always skipped and never actually knew how they were until I actually sat down and watched them like, oh, I like this. This is good.
Yeah. You have a lot of the ones that like some that either almost made my list or the popular fan favorites one that wouldn't make my list, but like everyone else loves them.
Yeah.
And then some that I would never have even thought of at all. So get all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to I'm glad that both our lists can cover such a wide audience.
Yeah, we got it all. We got it all covered.
Just Weebs, man.
Okay.
So what do you think?
So here are the 3 categories of fake outs that I think are
I love how you have categories. You just split it up into just categories. Shaw is definitely the smarter weeb.
No, I don't think so. What if I get them wrong? What if I get them all wrong?
But if you get them right, then I was right.
Yeah, then so what if we go 0 for 3 twice?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna start out with the one. Okay, I'm changing my. No, I gotta change. No, I gotta do it. Okay, so there's the one where you include an ending from one of the anime that you really like, but you don't actually like the ending, but you're gonna assume that the person likes it that much because it's from their favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one I'm gonna guess is Memento from ReZero, because there's no way you like that one more than the ReZero season 1 ending.
No.
No, it's
No. Sorry.
No, it's got to be Memento. No, I was
No.
so confident on that.
ReZero season 1 visuals not great.
But are these visuals great?
Oh yeah, they're good.
You're like,
They're
I
good.
did the homework.
The butterfly motif is also,
think-
it's got best girl echidna, so you know.
She's like essentially Yumi Neko Beatrice, apparently.
I was actually this week, first time I heard about it, because I was reading about like the symbolism for the ending. Like someone in a thread was just like, I love how ReZero basically stole from Umi Neko. And then they were breaking down how it's like all these similar aspects.
Well, like the
Golden
Tea Party
Witch,
thing.
Tea Party, Beatrice. So I was like, maybe I should read Umi Neko.
It's looking good.
It is
It's looking
fascinating. Good. It's very fascinating.
Yeah. Well, ends justify the means. If it gets to Yumi Neko, it's a good ending. So, okay. So I still think that category applies, but I guess that one is not the one. I started going like full copium because I'm like, there's no like, I don't want one of the ones I like to be a fake out one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say another category is the popular ending that you're just gonna kind of like assume people would have.
Yeah.
But like not it. So I think that could be a bunch of ones, but I'm gonna guess the Durarara ending.
You got me.
Yes, let's go. Yes. I did it, guys. I did it.
I might have made that a little too easy, but I just thought it was funny that the one called Trust Me is the one you can't trust.
Yeah, trust me. I don't think so. That's perfect. Let's go.
And I actually almost included it. Like, I actually do like it. It was a contender, but I ruled it out because, like, okay, the ending sequence, like, it makes sense. It's perfect for the show, how, like, all the characters are interconnected, and, like, that's just such a great way of, like, minimal effort, but making it, like, tie so well into the show that they all kind of affect each other's lives. But at the end of the day, it's just one image that they're just panning down. So
I feel that, but I'm gonna give it credit.
But the song is a bop.
Yeah, the song slays. I'm gonna give it the pass on the panning shot because that's been so iconic that people have remade that image for so many other shows. So I'm like, okay, you get the iconic get out of jail free card because everyone keeps remaking that.
I know. It was a big argument in my head, but
it had to do it.
Yeah.
You had to do it.
You're already winning. What's the next one?
I was gonna guess the Madoka one, but I'm like, no, I think he actually likes it. I think he likes that one, but I gotta do it. Okay, and this is the last category. It doesn't really count. This is called I Want to Believe It's a Fake Out because I think because I'm like, what else is it doing here? What is it doing here? But I think you genuinely like it. So I'm still just have to go out on my category and say the Rent-a-Girlfriend ending. I'm just going to have to go all out. But I think it's unfortunately actually here.
That's a really good guess. That's actually like really spot on, but that's not it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. I want to believe it's not butter. I want to believe it's not on the ending.
I didn't want to believe it was there either. Like, I really didn't want to believe.
You're just like, how did it get here? I don't know.
I don't know.
I did it.
I mean, it did it well. Like, it did it well. And we could talk about it, or we could talk about it now, like, because, you know, I still don't like Rent-a-Girlfriend. I still don't like the characters in it.
Yeah, what is that doing here? How did it show up?
It was just done so well. It was nice.
What was done well?
The storytelling. They pretty much like told the whole girl's backstory within the ending.
Okay, I can respect.
Cool. And actually, like, I did not give a shit about her. She was kind of really annoying. And then I watched this like ending sequence, like, this is nice. She's nice.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair game.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. So should I reveal, or do you want to take another guess?
No, it's all you. I'm not gonna guess them.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Chat, any guesses? Any final guesses?
You gotta let you guys catch up. Someone said that's Scapegoat. Which one is that?
Okay. So Scapegoat is the one from Owari no Seraph.
Yeah, that's got to be here because there's no other reason you would put that here unless you actually liked it.
Yeah. So Scapegoat is a fake out.
How it is a scapegoat? Did you just go based on the titles?
What do you mean?
Like it's a scapegoat. Like it's pretending to be.
No. I'm not that smart. Come on.
No, that would have been so smart.
No, the reason was, it's actually a really dumb and simple reason. I never watched the anime, so I love the song, but I was like watching the visuals for the first time, and I'm like, I feel like there's something here, like some symbolism here that I would appreciate more and only get if I watch the anime. So because of that, I can't really fully appreciate this ending. But I love the song, and I was like very tempted to put it in the top 20.
Me and chat are tied. Good job,
Yeah.
Christopher. That was a good call. And that was good. That's good thinking. Okay, I respect that. I could have sworn you've seen that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, fortunately never got around to it, but I heard the ending and I was like, oh, this is a really good ending. Where is it from? Okay.
We got another guess. Oh yeah, you see the two. There's another one.
Okay.
What are those two? I know the bunny girl one, but what's
Memento? Memento
no,
was
the one above that. No, I guess Memento.
Oh, Fugagyaku Replays. That's the one from Nobunaga Concerto.
That's got to be here too, because there's no way you like. I feel like that's got to be here because you like it and because it's good.
Why do you think I like it?
Because it's good and because no one else knows that. That's like one of those like obscure picks. That's like you're not gonna like. Is that the fake out?
No. It's you're spot on.
Yes, I knew it.
Yeah,
that's one of those ones where you're like, I saw the show, no one remembers it, but this ending is pretty good.
Exactly, it's such a banger ending.
Yeah.
Okay, the other two that are fake outs.
Well, we got two. We got two already, right?
Did we get one? No.
Durarara, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And
then Ori no Seraph.
Okay, so
someone gets Bunny Girl.
All right, so Bunny Girl's in here. Yep. So the only other one is Mirror from Irregular at Magic High School.
No, I like that one.
Oh, I love Mirror. I really love it. It was almost in the top 20, but as I was watching the visuals, I'm like, nah, man, it's just him and his sister. I'm out. Like, nah, I can't stand by it.
They're getting married in this.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. Like,
I'm good.
I already overlooked it in the show. I don't need it here. So.
Don't need the reminder of the main plot point.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, just how you want to protect yourself from the clan ad ending, I am protecting my dignity and my principles from this ending. Thank you. But love the song. It was really tough call. Really tough call.
It used to be one of my favorites too, where I'm like, this song is it.
And like the visuals aren't even bad. Like I like the whole him with the guns and like the vibe. Yep. It all fits really well. But again, principles. So yeah, that's it. So I guess like now that we've got the fake outs out of the way, should we go into like talking about each or maybe trying to figure out rankings?
Yeah. Do you want to should we just try and guess each other's top 5?
You want to go from top, okay. Yeah. If you want to do that.
Let's do top 5. Cause that might be that will be interesting. And then it's not too much. And then we can confirm or deny.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good move. Let's do that.
Because we haven't confirmed or denied too much yet. Just like, oh yeah, we really like this. But
yeah.
Okay. I'll try and guess your top 5.
Okay.
Because now that we know what's not here.
Let me just kind of open that up so I remember my own top 5. Hold on.
Yeah, you're like, wait, I'll find out in a sec.
All right. I'm good. I'm all set.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess number 5. Why is that like so far down?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Or should I start with yours to kind of go back?
Well, do you want to just start with yours because we're on yours? So then
let's go. Yeah.
Okay. I took a guess, and this is like another case of probably wishful thinking because I'm like, please have this in your top 5 because I wanted it on my favorites and I didn't get to do it, so it has to live vicariously through yours.
That's what I did with the OPs, so it's great.
It's great
that we can balance each other out.
Okay, this is wishful thinking, but I want to guess that number 5 is Daisy from Kyokai no Kanata.
No.
So it's not. Is it in the top 5 at all?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Wait, is that a spoiler? Like, if I tell you it's not in... No, I guess you already asked. Yeah, it's not in the top 5.
Okay, so that's sad, and I don't approve.
But what if it was, like, top 1, But it's not. It's not in the top 5.
That's a good call. Should I guess what number 5 is, or should I just say how many I think are in the top 5, and you give me a ballpark?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the Madoka ending is up there, Magia. I think that one's in the top 5.
Oh, so you don't want to do like rankings? You just want to guess whether it's in the...
Well, I can do the rankings, and you can tell, but then if you're like 0 for 5, that'll be interesting. Okay, I will say what... I'm making it too confusing. I will just list out in ascending order what I think your top 5 is, and then you tell me your top 5, and then we can go over it. Okay, so I thought number 5 was Daisy. That turned out to not be correct. I thought number 4 was Madoka Magia. I thought that was number 4. Number 3, I thought was the Mob Psycho season 1 ending. I thought Erased ending was number 2, and I thought Shinseki Yori ending was number 1.
Okay. All right. That's a good effort.
Oh for 5.
All right. Let me should I confirm or should I try now to guess your top 5? No, I guess we're still on it. So
yeah, let's say on yours.
So you were kind of close. I'm gonna just read out what my top 5 are. So actually, let me just confirm or sorry, deny what you said is not in the top 5. So Magia is in the top 5.
Yes.
So you're right about that. One. Shinseki Yori ending is in the top 5 as well.
Let's go.
Did you say the Erased one is in the top 5?
Yeah.
That's in the top 5 as well.
Yes, I got 3 out of 5.
And that's it. Yeah.
Did you stop disrespecting Mob Psycho?
Sorry.
Okay.
No. So the thing with Mob Psycho, that one's funny. So I had always skipped that ending, like always. I never watched it in its entirety. And recently, I just was like just trying to like look through all the good endings, and then I still wasn't inclined to watch. I'm like, let me just watch it till the end. Like, why do people have this on their top list?
Yeah.
And then I'm like watching it all the way through, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. Huh. I still would have skipped this, but this is really, really good.
I was right loving Mob Psycho. I did it.
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Love how that ending, well, you know that ending, how it's like Reagan's perspective, and it's like all black and white until he sees Mob at the end. And
Makes me happy. I love it. I think it's like fantastic.
And it's a good song. It's a good song.
It's fantastic. I think it's a great ED. It should probably be on my list. I saw my viewers. I'm like, yeah, I should probably have the Erased one on my list. Yeah, I should probably have Mob Psycho on my list. Yeah. But do you want to just read out the entire order, or do you want to just read out part of it?
Yeah, let's go for it. So, okay. So the number 1 is Magia.
Oh, that's your top 1?
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Like I was just
pretty cool.
Like I've always loved the song, but I was actually really paying attention to the visuals this time. I'm like, this is so cool. Like the symbolism and like how it all really fits the song really well. It's like, yeah, I like it. I can get into it more specifically, but I'll just continue down.
Okay.
Number 2 is Great Escape from Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I just thought it's like visually, it's like one of those rare EDs that you like get that's like very like mostly fully animated, and it's also like really cool, symbolic. The song is actually not like one of those downers. It's more of those like more intense songs. So it's really nice. 3rd is Wadeta Ringo. So you're close. Yep. Yeah, there it is. That one's really, really good song. Very unique, especially with the intro part. And the visuals complement really nice how they're like all abstract, but also have a lot of meaning. 4 is the Erased ending. Same kind of reasoning, sort of, for Wadeta Ringo. I love
apparently
the
they have the same animator.
Yeah. Oh, do they? Okay, I did not know that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
5 is Uso from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's one I figured you either genuinely liked it or it was like a fake out one. So I'm glad you like it.
So that one is another case of I always fucking skipped it and never cared for it. But I always did like the song. It just was never top of mind. And then I watched it all the way to the end, and I was actually the lyrics were on. And I loved how they matched to every scene in the visuals. 1, and then 2, to find out at the end that the kids were just drawing it. I was like, this is awesome.
This is it.
This is it. So that's why I picked it. A lot of meaning. Plus, I just watched Brotherhood in like November, so. Well, rewatched, so fresh in my head. So you were close on this one. Number 6 was Daisy.
Okay, let's go.
So it wasn't in the top 5, is on the border.
So we are both in agreement that Daisy is the best KyoAni ED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
People get really mad.
It doesn't deserve to be that good.
People get really mad when you say it, but I'm like, look, that's the one where I watched the show because of it. That there are very few cases of endings where I watched the show for it, but that's the one.
Like that's the one where like, you know, I don't want to remember the show, but I'll gladly remember the ED. So
I had fun with the show. I get the beef, but I have fun with it. I think of it as like a CW show.
That's a good way of thinking about it. Have you ever watched Riverdale?
Yeah, it's like Riverdale. I've seen enough of Riverdale.
Terrible.
Yeah.
No, me and my fiance just got into an argument like yesterday about this ED because we were like, she was just like telling me how it's the plot of the show, and I'm like, I don't care about the plot. I don't want to remember the plot.
Yeah.
And then we just started
It's
because
abstract enough.
she was disappointed like by Beyond the Boundary, and so was I. So that's why I didn't really want to talk about it. But we were like kind of dissecting the symbolism in the ED.
Yeah.
So it's actually really tied to the plot. And her point was that the ED is trying to trick you to make it seem like it's actually about her, when in fact it's not about her, it's about the guy. And it tries to use all this abstraction to kind of distract you from it, when in reality it's really about him and saving him. So I was like, I didn't want to remember the plot, but thank you.
I forget, but I think it's kind of about both of them. I don't know.
I was
Kyokai no
surprised she
Kanata.
remembered it. I was like, I don't remember what happened in this. So
Kyokai no Kanata rewatch.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, but let's do it.
I'll do it. Number 7 is Aqua Terrarium from Nagi no Asukara.
That's a vibe one. I'm kind of like whatever on it, but like that's a vibe.
That one always just sort of stayed with me. Like I always kind of remembered it. Plus, I liked how it kind of fits really well. I don't know. I was like iffy on its ranking, but it fit really well with the both the visuals kind of being underwater, the voice kind of like the singer's voice kind of being echoey and having that hollowness to make it seem like underwater. And then you got this girl, Monica, kind of drowning like deeper, and then the song will shift more to like a kind of carefree kind of tone to symbolize like they're kids and they're playing around, and then it goes into that longing sort of tone because it the inevitable sadness of Monica, spoiler, being like frozen in time, represented by the hourglass. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading too much into it, but I thought it fit really well. So
that's good.
Yeah. Number 8 is Refrain by Aimer. That's another one I always sort of like. I really like the song, but I always kind of skipped. And then I watched it and I was like, okay, this is actually really, really good.
Yeah. I think I'm low-key in Aimer, I'm not an Aimer hater, but like I'm never gonna like, I don't know if I have any of her songs as like a favorite.
She has some really good songs. There was another one that
She's
was a
great
contender.
singer.
There was another one that was a contender, but the visual sucks. So I was like, nah, never mind.
Which one?
Ninali. It's from Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
I like that one. I think I like that song. That might be my favorite.
I like the song, and it's great because it's both her and the chick from Egoist, and and then it's Hiroyuki Sawano as well. So I'm like, dude, this song is amazing.
That's pretty
the
baller,
visuals were. But yeah, no, the After the Rain visuals are pretty cool. Where it's like, I don't know if you remember it, but it's like
I watched the ending and I thought they were kind of okay, but they did like good, like kind of going. They did kind of cool featuring like the umbrella and stuff.
Yeah, like I really paid attention to it this time. Like, oh, okay, it's the umbrella, and then it's just kind of getting rained on the whole time. Then the sun comes out, then the water's evaporating and it's drying, and then it kind of shows her outline of like without color, and then suddenly these shadowy reflections or whatever of color are kind of coming onto her, and then I'm like, oh wait, is that watercolor? Oh, I see what they're doing. So it's like saying like the rain, the hardship, and then after the rain clears and the sun comes out, you're kind of stronger from kind of coming out and getting through that hardship or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's what I got from it. I'm like, that's really cool. And this is a really good song. I like it.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Memento. That's the ReZero one.
Okay.
I just really like the song, and I like that the visuals go with it. And I like the butterfly motif. I was
turn me into a ReZero ending. What's the Steelix Alive one? What's that one?
Which one?
Steelix. What's the ReZero ending? ReZero ending. Steeks Helix. It turned me into a Steeks Helix stan. So,
Oh, see, yeah, no, like I knew I liked a lot of ReZero EDs, so there would have been more here. Like I like the Styx Helix, and I like the one after that. But again, I wanted to give the visuals a fair shot, and then I watched them and like, okay, these are all disappointing. So there's gotta be one with good like visuals that I can actually stand by that I like, and I think it was this Memento one because I also like the song. So because like the ReZero EDs always hit when the episode ends, and, like, something dramatic or tragic is happening, and then you hear the song playing, and it's like, oh yes, okay,
yeah.
Number 10. And if you want me to run through these faster, we could just kind of.
No.
I don't need to give my reasons. Number 10 is surprisingly Fuga Gyaku Replace. The one from Nobunaga Concerto.
It's not surprising because there's no other reason it's on here except you like the ending so
Well,
much.
the thing is, it wasn't even in my top 20 like last night, Like it wasn't even in here. Like
it's gonna be your favorite by tomorrow.
No, it's no, that's not happening. But it's really good. Cause the reason I kind of like didn't include it was because like it was all kind of in 3D. So I'm like, like, it doesn't look great like because of the 3D. But then I was like, dude, the whole show's in 3D. So you can watch the whole show in 3D. It fits the show, and it is a really like very memorable bop of an ending. I remember always listening to it after the episode ended. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I love it.
Respect to your thought process of like it's 3D, but the show is 3D.
Like, what's your argument?
Yeah. Cell phone.
11 is Refrain Boy. I already explained my reasons for that one. 12 is Spice. Spice is just such a great song.
Spice is classic. Someone thought I was capping on Spice. No, Spice is classic.
It's so good.
So good.
Visuals perfectly match the show. It's just such a, like, it puts you in a good mood. Like, it makes you want to be with friends, hanging out, eating good food.
Makes me feel nostalgic for when Shokugeki was good.
That also happened as I was rewatching the ED, because I actually genuinely really like Shokugeki, as I'm sure most of us did.
I liked Shokugeki so much.
Like, it would have been a top contender if, that arc didn't, like, drop the ball so badly, and then the rest of it. So, number 14 is Veil from Fire Force. I don't like Fire Force, but this is a pretty good ED, so. 15 is Stand By Me. 16 is Yamio from Eve Doro. 17 is No Thank You. That's the K-On! One. 18 is The First Drop from Rent a Girlfriend. 19 is the Bunny Girl Senpai one. Because that one's actually
why do you have the Bunny Girl Senpai one here?
Why are you guys questioning me?
No, I wanted to ask everyone, but you're the closest person. So
okay, all right. Like, why is this shit here?
No. Well, just because given your like how analytical you've been towards visuals and how they're pretty much just like a girl walking on a beach.
No. It's more than that. Okay, first of all, okay, it's not just a girl walking on a beach. Metaphysically, no, I'm kidding. It is a girl walking
Schrodinger's waifu walking on a beach.
Not far off. No, it's really like it has a vibe, that romantic vibe, and she's kind of walking on the beach alone and kind of having no one and kind of dealing with her problems, and it like kind of lingers on her. And then at the end, it's just kind of nice and cute that like she kind of, sees the guy that, and then she's like smiling and whatever. And it's like, it's a nice touch. But also what I liked about it was, besides that it captured that vibe of the show, is that it changes progressively. So even though I couldn't include all four, it changes with each arc, giving it a different girl. And then that girl sings the ending theme song. Kind of like similar to Fly Me to the Moon in a way.
Yeah.
And then I think it's a different guy I think it's the guy that they like that shows up at the end.
So he shows up 3 or 4 out of the times, or?
No, I think it's like a different guy for each girl.
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't know. It fits their arc. And then also someone pointed out to me that it also gets progressively like it's daytime with the first girl, and then it goes, and then like the other ones become evening and then night, and then it just cuts. I think by the end it's all the way like the ED is at night or something.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I just thought
Fair
it's
enough.
simple. I like it.
Yeah.
And I like the song because the song. At first, like, oh, this is nice. But then as the show carries on and the sad stuff happens, it's like, then it just really hits you more as the show progresses. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yep. Why don't you like it?
I guess I just think it's kind of boring. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool in concept. In theory, it's cool to have each girl sing the song. But I like it a bit more when you have, like, each girl singing the song for their arc, but you have different visuals that fit them. But like, I don't know. It's, it's always like, do I find this interesting enough to listen to and interesting enough to watch instead of just going to whatever next episode I'm watching? And for me, the answer was no, but like, I don't know. It's like fine, but I'm a Kimi no Se merchant. Kimi no Se, Kimi no Se, Kimi no Se.
Gotcha. I mean, that's why Stand By Me is on here. Peggy's, But I don't know. Like, I think this was close to not being on the list. So that's why it's kind of like 19. But
Fair.
I did like that touch. So
yeah.
And then number 20 is Gravity. This is where my hypocrisy comes out.
Which is okay. Gravity gets the pass because Gravity has admittedly very boring visuals. We can agree.
Oh
like
no,
the
like
wolf
I literally couldn't bring myself to include this on the list because I'm like, dude, it's a fucking wolf on a
But-
walk cycle and it just repeats for the
But-
whole thing.
But it's Maya Sakamoto.
Yeah, but that's the song then
You
carrying
can
the
always
ED.
give a pass for Maya
Oh no,
Sakamoto.
no. Gianni wouldn't agree.
Didn't he say she's like in too much? I forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Wait
I
a
was
minute.
remembering that. I was like, oh man, I really enjoy Maya Sakamoto, and then Gianni's voice reverberates in my head, and I'm like, God damn it.
What's a show where it's like you got the devil on your shoulder? That's just the Gianni on your shoulder.
Exactly.
Like, it's mid. It's mid.
It's mid. And I'm like listening to it, and I'm just like, I could listen to this song without watching these visuals. I'd be fine. So I can't give this the pass. So it wasn't going to be on my list. But then I thought back to like, I think a tweet you saw where someone asked you, like, how do you pick your favorites? And you were like, you just pick among your children and whichever you can't stand getting slandered by.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let me do this exercise. Let me try this. And I was debating that one between this other ending. And I'm like, okay, if you could delete one of these, like one of these just never existed,
Yeah.
which one would you delete? And then I found myself getting very mad about gravity never existing. Like I got very mad.
That's
and
a
I was
sign.
like, okay, I need this to exist. Sorry,
That's
other
so
one, fuck you. And then I put that one on, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, gravity is like, when I was watching Wolf's Rain, I would always just stick around for that ending because of that
And
one.
as a skipper, that's a sign. That's a sign.
It's like that one little wolf and that black screen surrounding him, capturing the isolation, the desolation, just sort of endlessly running. It's so sad. You know, I'd argue it actually fits the theme very well. And it helps that the song is in English. So it gets to hit a little harder because you
Really
understand
makes you
it.
feel like a wolf running in the rain.
All right, you got to stop.
That's
gotta
so
stop.
bad. I'm the
You gotta
worst of
stop.
all time. Please don't log off, everyone. It's like, please do not click off our stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's my list. That's it.
I didn't guess that one correctly. I guessed Wolf Rain.
I thought
20.
gravity was gonna throw you off. I thought
No, I
did you guess?
knew.
You
I
knew?
knew it would be there.
How did you know?
Because there's no other reason it would be there besides you loving it so much. I knew. I believe
That's a
in
good
love.
one. That's a good one. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't do the same with yours because I think you love all of yours. So
I do love all of
too
mine.
much love going around.
Yeah.
Let me go back to your list, and I don't think I'm gonna get your top 5, but I'm gonna just guess. I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Hunter x Hunter ending 5 has got to be in your top 5.
Do you want to do all the top 5 and then I'll tell you?
Okay. All right. I'm in the spot here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
All right. So I think. Oh, do you want me to do them in order? Can I just do ballpark?
Just do ballpark top 5.
Okay. All right. So I think Cowboy Bebop: The Real Folk Blues, Hunter x Hunter ending 5. Let's keep looking. The Kekkai Sensen ED. I'm just gotta make sure here. Oh wait, hold on. Fuck. Okay, this is tough. Okay. Haikyuu ending 3. And Gintama Samurai Heart.
Did you list 5?
Yeah, I did. Do I have to? Do you want me to repeat
Hunter
them?
Hunter. No, let's see if I remember.
You could just say I got them all wrong.
You got one right.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, it's called Nepotism Season. Let's go. Should I go from 1 down or 20 to 1?
You want to just do the opposite order then? Yeah, just do 20 to 1.
Okay, so this is like such a meme. Why is my taste such a meme? Okay, so 20. I might regret this, but at the same time, I don't because I almost didn't include this, but I felt like I had to. Is Haikyuu ending 3 Climber?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, do I love this that much? And then I watch it and I'm like, no, I think I do actually love this that much. And then I get bonus points because it was all made by one guy. Like it
Wow.
was animated by one person. So
That I did not know. That's awesome.
yeah, I love it. And I
See.
do think it's a great ending. So I got to give credit.
I watched that. I was like, nope. And that was it.
You're like climbing the way to the bottom of my list because I'm not watching that again.
Nope.
Yeah, so that was that. Bebop was almost gonna be my fake out, so that's number 19.
Damn.
Okay,
So
I love the Real Folk Blues a lot. I love it a lot, but at some point I just don't like find myself watching it that much, and I'm not even and I'm torn if I like that one more than the final Bebop ending. But I give it points because it kind of shows like Spike's backstory a bit, and it has that very classic feeling. So I love it, but like
That's why I thought you resonated with it. At
Yeah.
one point, it was like in my top 20,
Yeah.
but because I really like the Real Folk Blues. But as I was watching it, and I was watching it creditless, like without the credits, it's rough because like the credits gives it some motion,
yeah.
you know, and then without it, it's just a clip show. So I'm like, okay.
And it kind of is tough when it kind of peaks on its first shot. Like the first shot that you can see, like right there, everyone can see with like the rose in the window. That's
Yeah.
like the best shot in the entire ending. So it's kind of all downhill from there because, and in the best way possible. But
Is
it's
that a
still
hot
great.
take?
I don't think there's like.
Okay.
Do other people like other shots in it? Maybe just Spike sitting on the stairs.
I guess because
don't
they
know.
like seeing his whole like kind of backstory, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it, but you know, something's got to give. Something's got
I
to give.
appreciate your brutal honesty. Keep going.
Thank you. Kicking the kids off. Amethyst said, "Did I miss the free paint ending? Not you. You did not yet miss free. We will get to free. Number 18 is Stand By Me. The Stars on My ending. I like it a lot. I think I like the song more than the visuals. The visuals are cool, but like it's like cool, but I don't know. I feel kind of neutral on.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure where the ranking was going to be for it, but I really do like the visuals. It
Yeah.
doesn't hold any special meaning for me though, but it's shot so like cool with the
And I think
mix
that's
of real
what,
life.
yeah, I like the real life mixed with the like 2D, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like super compelled by it. But I do think it's also another case where like it's a great like ending transition song. Like when the
True.
end episodes would go to it, I'd be like, "Yo, let's go. Stand
Yeah.
by me, let's go."
And the song is just good.
Yeah. Number 17 is Future Fish. Like, I mean, it's like no one can really deny the quality of them all in different like, you know, it's a coming of age story where they're trying to figure out what jobs they'll have after high school, and they're all in the classic like bring your parent to work careers. They have Haru as like a mermaid. It's got that gif of Rin that went viral in like 2010 on Tumblr. Like it's just kind of iconic. It's just so funny too. Like free endings are so funny. I crack up like the whole time. And someone said it doesn't capture the serious part of the series that well, but I like the part where they're all like looking up at the stars and stuff. Like I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's the serious part for you.
Yeah, that's a serious part. It's kind of as long as it lasted in the show too. But
yeah.
16, we got Jujutsu Kaisen ending. You got the Ollie song. You got the cool animation that shows all the characters.
I'm glad.
dancing.
I'm glad you included that one. I couldn't bring myself to include it because I do think it's cool, but I'm like, you know, do I really like love it? Not really. So
yeah, I realized I was like, wait, no, I love this. I love watching this because I love going back and watching it. I think the style is cool, and I love listening to the song. I was listening to it recently. I'm like, this is a banger. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really well done. I don't know. I don't know if like this song is like my favorite, you know. So
I'm an Ollie stan, you know, B-Stars, now this. I mean, hopefully they're back. I think they kicked the one band member out who like got arrested for like stealing from people. So
okay.
I think they're back. So
that's good.
crossed.
You got to rip the toxicity out. But
New year, new them.
I was like, wasn't sure if the Jujutsu Kaisen one was going to be in your top 5, but I was like, I don't think it is. I think that would be too, you know, too obvious.
It's too soon. Got to give it time. And then the next one is the Durarara ending. Trust me, that one, like, I definitely agree with you on the visuals. How at some point it's just kind of them panning, but it gets bonus points for being iconic. But double bonus points because that's like a song I would play while driving in the car.
Oh,
and,
it's
like,
a good song.
I just start like bopping in the car. It's so embarrassing, but like, love that song.
I don't blame you. I would do the same.
Thank you.
You know, this week there was like, I was also just because I have a list. I was telling Shaw of like 80 EDs I was going through. And like there was some EDs that I just rediscovered. So even though I you know had to kind of sentence them to I only like the song, I really like the songs. I'm like, oh, a lot of these are really good. So I was like, I discovered some old ones I was just bopping to all week.
It's so much fun finding like you're like, oh wait, I love this song.
Yeah, there was one where it's old and I watched the ED for. I'm like, I don't think they ever did much for the ED, and I watched it, and the ED is literally a music video of the band.
Which one? What show was that?
It's I didn't say the show. It's Initial D.
It's
All the Initial D endings.
all the
actually,
initial Ds.
But this one was specifically the fourth ending. So it's like shots of the car and then literally music video.
Like the real life live action.
Yes.
Video.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. They
That's
just
so
play
funny.
it like I think superimposed like on a screen in it, and then it's just them just singing. And I'm
That's so funny.
I was tempted to just put it as one of my fake outs, but I'm like, nah, man, this is too obvious.
I'd be like, nah, this is it. This is peak ending.
Yeah.
I would totally not guess that.
God damn it. Okay, next time.
So close. Then I guess what's that? 14, we got the Gurren Lagann ending. Da 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 da. I forget the name. Whatever.
Mina Pisu.
Yeah. I just love that. That's like such a bop. That's such a hype song.
Yeah.
I don't even know the words.
It's okay.
Yeah. Mina no Pisu. Yeah, it does cool like the way like he's walking, and I think it changes the color scheme at some point, but like it's such a cool vibe, and it comes at like the hypest part of the series. It's just like I don't know, that's just like peak Gurren Lagann experience, like during the peak parts.
It was too upbeat for me. I was just like
too happy.
Too happy. I like my sad boy EDs. Come on.
Walking on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Towards sunset.
Na, na, na.
Yeah, I definitely am like a sucker for what am I thinking? Sucker for like upbeat EDs where I'm like, oh wait, like let's go, breathe some life back into it.
I do like some, as you saw on my list.
Yeah, hope for Oblivion said hope for I Want to Go Home Love. Can't watch, unfortunately. Have fun. Well, thank you for staying tuned. I don't know if we have that.
Which one's I Want to Go Home?
What's that?
Which one is it?
I don't know. Let me find out. Want to Go Home anime ED.
Konosuba.
Oh.
Konosuba.
Yeah, no. You came to the wrong place, my friend. I'm sorry.
Onimaru
was your last hope, but
no. None of the Konosuba ones were contenders.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you like it. I mean, glad someone is I know people like that one, so it's not.
I think I watched it on while I was watching stuff. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remembered it, but I was like, nah, I think I'm good. But 13 Shokugeki Spice, I think it's just iconic. I mean, it shows them with food, and at the end, it has the Last Supper, but it's like all the characters like serving food. Talk about a good use of the Last Supper imagery with a show about food. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. My fiance pointed out, she's like, isn't that the Jesus Supper? I'm like, yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
They did it. Sacrilegious, but with style.
That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to be able to justify it.
Yeah, I can justify it. I think they would vibe with it. 12 is No Thank You, the K-On! One. Any of the K-On! Ones could have made it on any given day. I think the K-On! Endings might be like top 5 series for endings. They kill it though.
It was tough to pick a K-On! Ending because I did really like the aesthetic for the first one.
Yeah.
For Don't Say Lazy, but I had I don't know. I did like this song, and actually the visuals were a lot smoother for the third one, which makes sense to second season one. And actually, I never even got that far in second season, so I spoiled myself with the ending.
Spoilers, it's a good ending.
Yeah,
it's a good one. I think it's probably like the most beloved, but like I love all the K-On! Endings. They're all bangers, all wins. I know Fooly Cooly alternative. That's my 11th favorite. Fooly Cooly alternative ending. I know that makes the Fooly Cooly fans unhappy, at least some of them, because I know the first Fooly Cooly ending, Ride On Shooting Star, is like an all-time classic, but I have to be true to myself that even though Fooly Cooly Alternative is not as good as Fooly Cooly, that ending is just like, I love it. I vibe to that all the time.
I respect that. I actually, first time watching it, never even heard of it or watched it, and then I was like, this is actually really good. It captures sort of like the essence of the original Ride On Shooting Star, but has its own kind of twist. It's actually more visually engaging, because Ride On Shooting Star was in my top 20 for a good bit of this. And then I was like, you know what? It's not hitting me the same way when I was like a lot younger and like really enjoyed it. Now it's like, this is all right. You know, I love the song, but the visuals are okay. That's
how I feel too, where I'm like, I like some of this, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
but I still love it. All love it here.
Yeah, and you don't have to love an anime to love its ending. So
Yeah,
as is clear with my list.
yeah. And I think to be fair, Fully Cooley Alternative is like the better sequel, even though I'd say like I have Fully Cooley as an 8, Alternative as a 6, and then like Progressive at a 4. So like
I never even checked out those two because when I was interested in doing that, then I heard all the bad reviews. I'm like, okay, never mind.
yeah, it's like okay.
Dodged the bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think you're fine. You're fine skipping it. And then I guess we're at top 10. Sorry if I'm taking too long, everyone.
It's okay. I took longer.
I don't think. Well, thank you. No, I think you were good. Kekai Sensen, classic. It's been remade with like every series. The ending is a classic. Like it's just a classic. Love it. You know, whatever title you want to use, the actual one or my like sugar sweet step to the beat, whatever the fuck that is. Like, you know, great.
That's your title. That's like your version of a typo for it. It's like your title.
Sugar sweet step to the beat is so catchy. I'm gonna name a song that.
Yeah. You know, if I had watched Kekai Sensen, I probably would have like considered that one. But I'm like, you know what? I haven't watched the show. I'd appreciate it more if I probably did watch it.
Yeah.
Because then I'd know the characters. But I did like, you know, Unison Square Garden. They're good too.
Yeah, I love them. I think they're really great. They're always fun. Like when they get announced for a new opening or ending, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm excited. Number 9 is the Tamako Love Story ending. That's from the movie. That's the only movie ending I have on here. So that kind of gives you like a very like symbolic, kind of abstract, but still really cute epilogue for the film. I'm not going to spoil it too much. I mean, it's a very straightforward story. Like it doesn't get too crazy, so you can kind of guess. But one of the really cool aspects is that song actually originated in the TV show when her dad sang that to her mom, and now we have the main character singing that. So it comes full circle. There's a lot of thought put into it, but
yeah, you know, I using your line of thinking, it's so specific that, you know, I should have not suspected it as a fake out. But secondly, I actually did. I watched some of it and I genuinely did think you liked it. But then I was just like, I don't know, man. Everything on here just seemed like stuff that you like. So
yeah, it's like, wait, but I like it all. And it's like, yes, my children. But some of them got to get kicked off.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Tamako, Market, and Love Story, good. Would recommend. Now we get into...
I actually didn't expect it to be as high up for you, though. I didn't expect it to be like number 9.
It's just like such a, you know, it's just such a, like, it's so tough to describe without spoiling it, but it's just like, Tamako Love Story is just the best, simple, straightforward teenage love story I've seen in anime. Like, you know, we love our Nana angst, we love our, you know, we love our rom-coms, we love all of that. But in terms of like simple, charming, happy love story, like that one nails it. And as my recent movie watching has dictated, it's harder to find than you think. So
yeah.
Now we get into now we're getting into bullshit territory. Get ready. So now we have number 8, Hyori Itai, Hunter x Hunter, ending 5.
I mean, I thought it was high up for you. You know, I watched it and I can appreciate it, but like I'm like, if I was felt as strongly as for Chimera Ant as Shaw does, this would definitely be in my top whatever.
It's like two sides of the same coin, which is actually the title of the song. This is the title of the song. Where you get like, you're like, okay, I love this one, but I have to separate it a bit from the show. And I love Hitori Itai, but I love it, but I do love Just Awake a bit more.
Whoa. It's a bullshit territory.
No, that's where we're getting bullshit. It's getting into bullshit, but I'm probably one of the few people who have that opinion, but I love them both. You'll see when when I get to the next ones.
Okay. But can I ask, you love Just Awake more because of the song? Or is it more just about the visuals?
It's the combination of the two. I think I've listened to both songs almost equally. But there's something about when Just Awake, like the beat drops and it's like them all running and then jumping, that feels like this is just like peak nostalgia of something I've like watched when I was a kid, but also like this is the Hunter exam where it feels nostalgic when you're watching it and you have that kind of like quest for adventure, which is I think so like that is the spirit of Hunter x Hunter. So I feel like
for Just Awake.
Yeah. And Hyori Itai is just like really good with like the visuals and the song, which is a lot more emotional, especially when how they do the like piano version
Yeah.
for piano version in the actual show, which is emotional. So it's like probably like if I'm like Yuri Itai might be better per se, but I have a soft spot for Just Awake.
Yeah, really, it's what's better for you.
Yeah.
And in the chat, Class Fact says, "Surprise, no hunting for your dreams." I was tempted
Yeah.
to like consider hunting for your dreams because the one thing I love about hunting for your dreams that it does well is that intro, that beginning part that they'd always play, like the guitar, like right as the narrator starts to speak to cap off the episode. It would get me so pumped in Heaven's Arena. I'm like, oh my god, let's go! I'm ready for the next episode.
My fiance has seen, I think, about like 30 or 40, maybe less. I gotta check. 30 or 40 shows with me, and he's seen the opening and endings for them all. The only one he likes to the point where he'll play it in the car is Hunting for Your Dreams. So
good.
It makes his list, and it's the only one on his list. So if that's any consolation, my household is represented.
It's just so hype, you know?
It's so hype. Like that guitar when you're driving is like perfect. It was in our top 5 Spotify most played. So
that says something.
He's carrying the household. Number 7 is the JoJo Part 4 ending, I Want You. It's a really cool song that fits the 90s aesthetic, but it also like gets updated with visuals every time they encounter a new stand user until the entire town is just filled out. So
okay, you can totally tell now that I definitely skipped it so much that I didn't even ever know that little tidbit. So that's news to me. I gotta go watch them now.
Surprise. Yeah, you could. I don't know how to check it out. Like, I guess you could just check out the last one, but it's kind of tough. I don't know if they have the different versions.
I'm sure I can, get it.
Yeah. yeah, you'll be able to find it. And then 6 is Just Awake. I've talked about that one. We already know. It's my snowflake pick. And then top 5, we got
Let's go.
Let's see which one was the one. You got one.
Yeah, only one.
Number 5 is Last Theater Death Parade. So everyone kind of knows with Death Parade that the opening is like somewhat not fitting because it's so like energetic and exciting. Like it's so upbeat, and the show is not very upbeat. And then when you get to the ending, it's like this kind of melancholy, angsty song, but like the visuals are really good. They like perfectly represent the themes and elements of the series. Death Parade is my pick for best OP ending combo. Like perfect, nailed it.
That could be its own stream, kind of figuring out best OP ED combos. But
there's some good ones.
Because I haven't watched Death Parade, so that was my first time watching that ED like right before the stream. So I only watched it that like one time. And it was interesting. I think I was connecting, some of the dots as to, what it was kind of having to do with. So I thought it was interesting. I just kind of wish I got to digest it a little more to kind of get the symbolism, but I guess it's more apparent when you've actually watched the show.
Yeah, and it's kind of like something you experience after the first episode, because the first episode is kind of a trip, and then you're like, okay, now I kind of get it. So
yeah,
it's an experience, but I love it. It stuck with me a while, almost as much as number 4 is Daisy, Kyokai no Kanata. I watched the show because of it. I love the ending. I love watching it. I love it.
Because was Beyond the Boundary already over by the time you heard of Daisy? Got it.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube in like 2015 or 2016, and then I just picked it up, and I'm like, yo, I like this show. It's like a
also,
CW
the art
drama.
for Beyond the Boundary is just phenomenal. So
yeah, I was
the character
like, hey.
designs,
yeah. So that was fun. Had a CW Riverdale moment with Beyond the Boundary. It was fun. And then now I guess top 3 got Samurai Heart.
I'm not surprised.
Samurai
But
Heart,
I should be, considering I picked it as a fake out.
No, yeah, Samurai Heart is the perfect representation of that arc, which is when I started really loving Gintama. I love Spy Air. I think that's like one of their best songs. It's like one of my favorite songs in anime, like period. I love Samurai Heart. I think it's perfect. Visuals are a bit straightforward, but they're fitting. But I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I just love it.
Didn't Spire also do like another ending that's like a lot more animated, or am I thinking of something else?
They might have, but they've done the openings for Gintama too.
Okay, gotcha.
So Spire and I guess I don't know if it does DOES like capitalized. I think it does, but you never know. They are like the go-to Gintama bands where they've made like multiple appearances. So they've been in like the latest movie, like so they've done a lot. So anything you're thinking of, that's probably it. But they did one of my favorite openings, Sakurai Mitsuzuki. That one.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of that.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
That one, top 2 anime songs probably. But and then number 2, Bakemonogatari ED.
Wow. Okay.
It's a classic. It's the classic. It's the classic.
So the reason I wouldn't pick it is because I don't like that art style they do for the Monogatari ending.
No,
I just don't like it. No, I'm not feeling it. I always like, as soon as I see that art style, I'm like, nope, I'm good. And they do it a lot in Owari, or like kind of like towards the later seasons. And I was like, yeah, I'm all right.
No, so, I like it. That's so sad.
I want to, but I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No, okay.
And I'm okay. Fair. I'm forgiving with like some chibis or like some sort of like art styles like that. But with that one, I'm like, I don't know.
It's just like Nightmare Before Chibi.
Yeah, which is weird because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Like a lot.
You're like Nightmare Before Christmas and Chibi, but don't connect them. Don't put them together.
I'm just like, nah, man, not here. No,
yeah.
Doesn't fit the vibe.
Yeah.
But I respect it. The song's really good.
You know how it fits into episode 12, like the way it fits into like that. It all is so cohesive. I love it. If I was not a filthy Gintama fan, I would have it as my top 1. But this pick is sorry, we have to laugh at Onimaru doesn't like how they look like bugs. That's really funny.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. I didn't even think about that. But once you made that association, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Number 1, filthy Gintama stan. Hanamachi Monet Gintama. I think I said it wrong. I don't care. It is it's just the best. I saw it.
I know how much you love Gintama and Gintama openings. I should have just been like, bruh, your top 3 are Gintama related. Done. I should have just walked out.
It's Gintama. It's always Gintama. Best series with endings. I could have picked like 12 endings that could have been fit for this, because they do a thing with like the first 200 episodes. I think it's like every 25 episodes is an opening, but it's like half of that is an ending. So there's at least like 30 endings for Gintama. There's so many endings, and at least half of them are good. So, But this ending is the ending to end all endings. This one has the kind of like old-fashioned samurai parchment paper. Everything's animated in that sketchy style. Yeah. And it essentially just recaps all of Gintama, all of the big like emotional heartbreak scenes, and then all of the cast coming together. It's perfect.
I watched it right before this, and I thought that was the one you preferred over the other one. But you know, I didn't know it was only so like marginally, like slightly, you know, you prefer it over it. You know, it's kind of close.
It's close, but this one also, I like Burnout Syndromes. I think it's one of their best songs. It's just like a fantastic song. This one is like, you watch this and you're like, this is why I'm a Gintama fan. It's all come together. I love it. Yeah. But in all fairness, if you haven't seen Gintama, you probably wouldn't like it that much, because you're like, what are these references? I don't give a shit about any of this. So
exactly. And that's how I felt watching it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this looks nice, but this is all lost on me. And I'm sure it means a lot to Shaw.
Yeah. It's kind of like a nice recap of everything. And it was like the first ending they had for like the final season. And then, you know, it's funny how it turned out to not be the final ending nor the final entry. So yeah, they made a joke about that in the last anime episode of like, we made the perfect opening and ending. They're still not done this shit. Like, God damn it, we have to keep doing it. So
one day I'll watch it and get all of it.
You'll understand one day, but also this one you probably might be able to get. Mr. Raindrop puts them all to shame. Another great ending. This one is cute.
That one, which ending is that one? That's also from
the second ending in the beginning, and it has the funny looking mascot character, and they just have like a cutesy song of him walking with like an umbrella, and it's like, Mr. Raindrop falling away from me now, and everyone's just like, yes, this is it.
There was one ending, one ED that I almost put on as like a joke. This was like very early on when I was looking through a bunch of EDs, and it was like from Excel Saga, old anime, and it's like of this puppy or dog just kind of like whining like for the whole ending, but like in dog language, and it's translating him in subtitles, and he's just kind of crying about like how they're actually planning to eat him, and he's just like, please don't eat me. And then I don't know, it's like karaoke, and like some chick is like next to him translating everything he's saying. It was really funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you see Secco Boys when it came out?
No, what's that?
Secco Boys almost made my list, and it would have been the perfect fake out, but I also like it. Secco Boys was a 2016 or no 2015 short, like one of those 7-minute episode series, and the essential premise of it is they have these 4 literal statue heads. Like they're literally just like marble statues, and they're not pretending, like they're idols. So this one girl is like dragging around these statues in their idol performances, and the ending is the funniest thing I've seen. It's just them chanting over and over again, SEKKOBOYS, Secco. And it's like,
that sounds catchy.
It's so funny. You'll have to watch it when we're not going to get copyrighted for it. But it's got like 4 of the biggest voice actors. But the really funny part is Sugita is one of the statues. You know how he like doesn't really have a good singing voice? It's kind of a thing. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so just a background for people who don't know. Sugita, he's the voice actor for like Gintoki, like you've heard him and seen him and stuff. In Gintama, he sang stuff like poorly. Like Sugita does not have a good singing voice. Like it's been made as jokes or whatever. So he's not singing the ending. He's just yelling Secco while everyone else is singing the actual ending.
That's funny.
It's so funny. That almost made my list.
Okay. You were just like, okay, it's too memey. Can't include it.
I realized Free is like the unironic version of that I enjoy more. That's like the funny ending I like more. But like Secco Boys almost made the list.
You know what I'm surprised didn't make your list? The Kaguya-sama ending.
It almost made my list. But I don't listen to the song that much, but it is great.
Like the visuals are great. Like when we're talking about stuff that is barely animated, I'm like, oh, this did a lot. This is really good. But again, I think it was the same for me, the song. Yeah. And I was like, eh.
You know what I'm surprised you didn't have? Fly Me to the Moon.
No. I was considering putting that as a fake out because I totally thought you would have believed it.
I would.
But like, nah, I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, I think Fly Me to the Moon is a good song, but I don't like the Ava covers of it. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, you mean like the different versions they did of it throughout? Like the show? Because, they kept changing it. Like,
I don't care. Like, I'm in your boat. I don't care.
I don't care. I mean, I like it. I definitely missed it when they didn't include it on the Netflix kind of release and all of that. I appreciate it. But it's not like top of mind. It's just iconic, but that's kind of it. And like the visuals are just really simple. It's really just like Rei kind of spinning around the moon.
Yeah.
I did hear, though, I never thought of this, but like I was like reading something because I was reading about like, we were like both looking at like top ED lists just to make sure.
Yeah.
What was that we didn't miss anything.
We did our homework.
And one of them said like the good thing about Fly Me to the Moon is like that's symbolic is that it doesn't say I love you until the very, very end of the song, which is reflective of the show.
That's true. That's true.
Like they say all these other things and it doesn't get to like the part where it's like I love you and it's at the very end.
That's true.
I was like, is it enough to put it in my top 20? I'm like, no, but I appreciate it.
No, it's like nice tidbit. I'm a pass.
Yeah. No, but I definitely would listen to it. It was great in Squid Game.
Yeah. What if you put the Squid Game version over the version?
Well, that's not an ED though, because the episode didn't end to that, right? Or did it?
I think
in the Squid Game.
Did it? I forget already.
Maybe.
Damn. Squid Game staying power is not looking good.
Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's all we've got for this episode. We've covered all our top 20. If anyone has any questions, let us know in the chat.
Any criticisms?
Any criticisms? Any hates? Voice your opinions now or forever hold your peace. Because, or definitely share with us. What are some of your favorites that we didn't cover, and then you want to check out.
What endings did we miss? What were the must includes that we did not include?
Yeah, and were our endings a little too basic, too crowd pleasery?
They probably were
too unique. Maybe.
Mine probably was, but I don't care. Chica dance rocked. Okay, I don't like the Chica dance one as much as the original one, but I do recognize that Chica dance is very well made.
So I love the Chica dance. I considered it, but I just couldn't do it. I was just like, no. Like I love it. I loved it when it came out, but I'm like, I don't know. Like this is not something I would listen to. It's just something I appreciate.
It's like a meme. Like you appreciate the meme.
That's really what it is. It got so memed after that, and I've seen so many different versions of people covering the Chica dance, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like there was one where like, well, never mind. Not gonna talk about that one. Anyway,
Maz said, "Where's Shadow's house?" We already said the 2021 thing, but I'm about to tell you guys, I think it's overrated. I think you guys are hyping it up way too much.
Shadow's house.
Yeah, check out the ending for that. Let me know what you think. But
I think I did watch it, and I was like, okay, whatever.
yeah, I think you guys are hyping it up too much. I think you guys are capping. I think you're capping. Sunrise.
Speaking of things that I think you all are hyping, no, actually, I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Say it. What? Say it.
No, nothing.
Say it. Do it.
Sunny boy.
Oh wait.
No, wait, that was a mistake. No, wait.
Cool.
Actually, I don't think did the first episode have the ending because I haven't finished. I haven't finished episode 2, so I haven't gotten to the ending.
Okay. Someone said sunrises. I want to call you sunrises, but I know that's not your name. HBK euphonium EDs are super cute. If I speak,
thought about including that one.
I don't like the HBK EDs that much in terms of like being a favorite, but I think they're like okay. But I think of it this way. I think like Bones is like the king of anime openings, and I think Kyoani is king of anime EDs. So I think by that metric, I think the HBK euphonium ones are a bit lackluster, but they're not like bad. They're just like good, not great.
Yeah, I did like. I considered like I think the second ED for HBK euphonium. I was like, oh, this is. I like the visuals. I like the aesthetic, but it's just I don't know. It didn't stick with me, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, we got the high school DxD ending one. That one is fitting for the show.
High school DxD.
Can't show that.
I don't remember that one. Actually, I heard the Rent a Girlfriend ED was the original ED was actually almost as spicy or even spicier than the high school DxD one.
Really? I could see that.
How metaphorical, it was. Not metaphorical, but innuendo.
Yeah, symbolic.
Yeah.
Then we have a link click. I'm gonna watch that next, Amethyst. I'm watching link click. Jesus.
The only reason I didn't include Sangatsu EDs, I actually refused to watch them because I saw them in top list and I'm like, I haven't finished Sangatsu, so yeah. I don't think I'll appreciate it as much if I haven't watched it.
My extended list would have the first one. I do really like that first ending. And I think the second ending is also good, but I'm not really big on 3 and 4. So, kind of tough, but I'm not super enthralled by them enough for top 20, but I do think they're good. Also giving me shade for Where'd It Go?
I checked out
is a bit generic song-wise. I disagree because it's Ollie, and I don't think that song is generic. And if it is generic, I want the list of songs similar to it so I can vibe to them. So hit me up with those. This one's
I did watch the Vinland ED Torches because I saw that being recommended by people.
The second one?
Yeah. Is that the second one?
I think Amir's the first one.
Because it's the one where he's on the little boy, Thorfinn is like on a ship. And he's mostly sailing and stuff like that. So I think that's the first one.
Yeah, I like the second one. I kind of considered it, but I haven't really vibed with the song.
I don't know. I didn't vibe with it either. So I was like, eh.
Yeah. We got Higurashi Ending 2 is a beautiful song. Do you have thoughts on that?
Which one's that one?
I don't know.
Is that the Sotsu song or is that the original Higurashi second song? Oh, Weirdy says the second one is Drown. So I think, Torches is the first. So I watched Torches. I was like, okay, I can get why people liked it. I just didn't vibe with it.
We got a shout out to Honey and Clover's first ending. Got to watch that one.
I haven't watched Honey and Clover. Always heard good things.
Me too. Speaking of Sayonara, where's Yu Yu Hakusho though? Sayonara Bye Bye. Speaking of that, I almost had the first one. And I do really like that one. So almost had Yu Yu Hakusho representation.
I thought that was going to be the fake out because I was like watching it and I'm like, the visuals aren't doing a lot. So I'm like, I don't know if she actually
close.
feels this.
It was close. So close.
Let's see.
We also got a JoJo first ED. I got Roundabout's great. We all know. I got JoJo Part 4. I got JoJo Part 4 covered.
I wanted to include Roundabout, but I couldn't because of the memes. I was just like, I can't.
To be continued.
But I really missed Roundabout later on when I was continuing watching JoJo. I'm like, I just wish the episode could just end to Roundabout.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're going to end it here. We could continue to talk in the chat if you guys want. But for now, I'm
Yeah.
going to just end the actual episode part here because I think we've
Yeah.
covered all of our EDs. Those are our top 20 of all time, which could probably change in the future, especially if we finally get to add our 2021 EDs. But more. Oh, go
Oh
ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, but more on that once we talk about awards.
Yeah,
Which
I think
is in the near future.
New future, we might have some surprise picks for that, especially for me. But I, separate the show from the opening and endings. Sometimes.
Exactly. Sometimes the show itself adds more meaning that makes you appreciate it more, and sometimes you don't need the extra meaning.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us live. This was our first stream of the new year. We're excited with a bunch of more ideas for other streams that we've got planned, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Because after all, we're just weebs.
Woo woo.
And do you want to do a post show? Do you want to just chat? Do you have to go?
I probably have to go soon because if you're still chilling and you wanted to hear us talk about Attack on Titan, I mean, I'm going to be on Tokyo Podfathers in like 15 minutes and we're going to talk about Attack on Titan's latest episode.
Yeah, that's happening. I still got to finish the episode. Did you get to finish the episode?
I did. I watched the bad online rip that makes me ineligible to talk about visual quality because I don't even know what it looked like. So I'm just going to say, yeah, I think it looks good, but I don't know.
So was that first part of that episode with Zeke, that was in the manga, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, is this new? It's like, I guess this is not new. This is probably in the manga. Because I think I skipped, like, when I went directly into the manga, I skipped that very, like, first bit because I kind of skipped a chapter. So
yeah, I think someone told you skipped a chapter, but I mean, like,
I was like, I think this is the bit that I skipped. Okay,
this is the part I skipped. Yeah, can you imagine anime original? They just like
yeah. I was like, oh, they're changing things. This is the theory that they were talking about. This is it.
This is it.
They planned all of it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. We're gonna let you guys go. Shaw has to go get ready for that pod. You can, if you watch the Attack on Titan episode, you can go over to Tokyo Podfathers now. They got the new branding. And check out their stream. They're doing a weekly series every week, live streams at around this time, or maybe earlier, depending. And that's about it.
And we'll both probably be on there at some point.
Probably, if I'm invited.
Always invited.
Thank you so much. I actually got to go finish the episode, but
okay. Hope you enjoy it.
Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday.